Okay.
Yeah. I'd say 60 actually today, because if I was going to land straight ahead. But of course, what you can do is we might do a sharp 180-degree turn.
Yeah.
You want good, well-defined, steeply banked turns. Long, gradual turns use up more height.
Yeah.
And then once you're running downhill, you could slow down a bit to conserve height.
Yeah.
And then do your another turn, whatever it is, and then put back the speed on. You know.
For the final.
Anyway, I'm not planning this as a cable brake exercise.
Right.
We're just talking about what might happen. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. Can I get a control check, please?
Elevator up. Elevator down. Right up. Left down. Left up. Right down. Rudder left. Rudder right.
Thank you. So controls box. Funnel free movement. Ballast. I am 60 kg in the front.
Yeah, I'm about 80. That's all right. Yeah.
So yeah, within limitations. Seatbelt strap secure in the front.
Yeah, I'm quite comfy. Yeah.
Yeah, instruments reading 0, QFE.
Instrument-wise,
Set,
yeah.
no broken glass. Flaps not fitted to this aircraft. Trim set for winch launch.
Yeah, the trim basically in a winch launch is set
Neutral.
for the attitude.
Yeah.
It's basically set for that safety attitude we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I mean, it ends up being set at 60 anyway, but it's just the thinking process is slightly different from on an aerostar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So my canopy's down there and locked in the front.
Close and locked. Yep.
Check. And eventualities, as we've discussed, low level cable brake, we will look at the situation and potentially land ahead at 60 knots with sufficient height. We'll make a turn and look at the picture, make a further decision to land from there.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
Yeah. Well, if it goes when we're high up, we'll just go on the hill and enjoy the hill.
Right.
Looks like we might even get some thermals. Okay. Yeah, Peter, we don't know whether this glider's been on the winch this morning.
Can we get some release checks then, please?
We don't know, so we better do the checks. Okay.
Thank you.
Right air 9 EVX is backing up. Full copy back, strike on.
Okay, we'll hold it down with the stick. Yeah.
That's grand, thank you. Open.
Open.
Close.
Close.
Back release.
Yeah.
Open.
Open.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Still open.
Yeah, hang on. Close.
Close.
Box 3. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to let the aerotow go first, I think. He's got his engine running.
I'm trying to just...
Yeah, that's it. He wants to fly already, look. It's getting warm actually, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah. So yeah, next week I'm not sure about the forecast.
Monday looks good.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can be here every day except Friday.
I'm going to be here on Monday. I've just got one meeting in the morning, and then
Right. Okay. I'm not sure who's instructing, but I'll be here for the task week. And I've got your email address and everything for the marketing stuff.
What, the publicity officer stuff?
Yeah.
I dropped Andrew Roach an email last week just saying that I'll be around for task week. You know, obviously I'm not going to be flying in task week because I'm not clear for cross country. But
unless you grab someone, two-seater.
But I'll be more than happy to launch grids and do retrieves.
Here they are sauntering over after their lunch.
Dunstable radio, take up slack. Up slack, Charlie Bravo.
We'll just let him go. Yeah, normally what we do is if the tug has got the engine running,
We let them go.
we let him go first because he's burning our valuable fuel at some horrendous rate.
All out, all out.
Sorry?
You're not connected.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Air brakes locked.
Air brakes
Brakes
locked.
locked.
Yep. I'm just testing my feet on the pedals, that's all. I'm off again.
Open. Close.
Oh. Sorry, Peter, the wind keeps blowing it over. Okay, that's good. Right, you have control.
I have control.
Ken is the chap with the white hat on over there.
Ah.
Dunstable winch, Dunstable radio, K21, take up slack. Dunstable radio, winch, K21, up slack. Winch, all out, all out.
Was that right?
Nicely done. I just wanted to test the reaction.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Okay, got one on the hill. Visual?
Yeah, so your winch launch was fine, and your response to me pulling the plug was fine as well.
Thank you.
Okay, now watch out for his height. Yeah, he's okay. We're good. So you've done a little bit of ridge soaring before.
I've done a fair amount.
Good, okay. So the etiquette is do not hit another glider.
Yes.
That's rule number one. Rule number two, if two aircraft are approaching each other head on,
Yes.
the rules of the air is that you both turn right.
Yeah.
If you're on a ridge, however, the glider with the ridge on the right can't turn right because otherwise they would go behind the hill, or depending on the height of the hill and so on, they would actually hit the hill. So when ridge soaring, the glider with the hill on its right has right of way and stays close in to the hill.
And the other glider
And
avoids.
the other glider will go outside. And now in this example here comes the glider coming the other way. He's staying close in above the hill, and we stay out. Of course, once he's gone past, we can go back in, if you like.
Yeah.
There's no other gliders I can see on the hill. And that way, we fly safely.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another glider circling over there.
Yeah, I've got him.
Okay. And we're in very strong lift. I suspect we're in a thermal, or maybe ridge lift enhanced by a thermal.
Yeah. I've got him.
Okay, the next rule of ridge soaring is that we make all of our turns away from the hill.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, if we turn towards the hill, we either hit it if we're low enough, or we go behind the hill. And unfortunately, behind the hill, there's normally turbulence and
lots of sink.
downdrafts, and of course, we're blowing away from the rising air. So we make all our turns away from the hill, and as a result we sort of end up doing a sort of figure of 8 shape on this local hill. There's obviously a crosswind from the right, that's why the hill's working, and so we can adjust for that by turning slightly into wind and allowing the track of the aircraft to follow the contour of the hill, and that
Right,
way
so-
actually we maintain our position in the rising air like this. It's
Like
brilliant,
this.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So as we fly along the hill, we can make a sort of mental note where the good bits are, where the bits of lift are, where the bits of sink are. It does vary, but if the wind stays constant, normally the same areas will carry on working.
Yeah.
And as we come into an area of lift,
Like now.
like now, we got various choices. We could turn in it if we wanted to, or we could just turn the glider more into wind and go sideways through it, so that we spend longer in the rising air.
You mean like this?
Yeah. When we're in the rising air, we can think, is this rising air simply because of the ridge,
Or is it?
a thermal?
Yeah.
If it's a thermal, we might decide actually we'll start turning in it, or if we're close to the top of the hill, we might do S turns. There's a glider turning in front of us over there.
I've got him.
Okay.
And there's one up high as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the LS6 that caught that thermal, I think. So flying up and down the hill, apart from keeping a good lookout for all the other gliders, it's a question of managing the lift
Yes.
and using it as we see fit as we go along, which might be just flying along the hill in the lift, or it might mean stopping and turning in it, or even thermaling in it.
And the lowest I can take a turn on the hill is 700 feet, right? Or is it 800?
Well, the rule of thumb that I was taught here is 4, 6 and 8. 400 feet would be the minimum height at the club bowl, the one in front of us.
Yeah.
You can see that glider heading away from us.
Yeah.
You realise he is going to turn at some point.
Yeah.
So we either go round behind him or we do our turn now. Well done. So 400 feet at the club bowl, 600 feet at the zoo bowl here.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, that's nice. And our minimum height for doing a complete thermal turn is 800 feet,
Which we're above now.
which we are above now. And we can do thermal turns here. Of course, that will mean that we'll go behind the hill. Watch out, the other glider's gone over the town a bit.
Yeah.
It didn't help us that much.
No.
Oh, there's a glider directly above
Yeah,
us.
I've got him.
So you might be able to go directly into wind underneath this lot and see what you get. Yeah, we've got a line of energy here. And I think that's Lofty in front of us there,
In the LS.
in the LS6. Yeah, look at him climbing up. Follow him, follow him. He obviously hit some lift. You can notice how he pulled up
Yeah.
there. Let's follow him and go underneath that and get that piece of lift that he just had. You can see him up there, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we're still in lift.
Oh, there it is. Feel that?
Yeah, we're still going up.
Start it.
Six knots, that will do us nicely, won't it? And Lofty, all that Lofty's doing is following the energy line out into to the next cloud. See how high you can get.
Yeah. Oh.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's going nuts.
It's a club flight, but it's been entered. We haven't got a number for it. Okay.
8 up.
Oh, fabulous. 1,600 feet, that's a bit more. Which is this KJ? Yeah,
yes.
so I'm just going to call up for 26 airspace. The Dunstable radio, KEJ, request 26.
KJ Dunstable radio, you are cleared 26.
Clear 26, roger, KJ.
Still going up.
Yeah.
Dunstable radio, Golf Papa, request 26. Golf Papa, Dunstable radio, you're clear, 26. Yeah, 26.
Would you fly faster in this, or is this a speed right?
Yeah. Because we're climbing, we might as well stay slow. I think our interthermal speed would be fast, about 55 to 60. These are tubs really, they come down like a brick. So we don't go too fast in them. But I'd speed up a little now we're out of the lift. Yeah, you can see him again, he just pulled up.
Yeah.
So just follow him, he's an expert pilot. But
what's his name?
That's Lofty in there. Yeah, so he pulled up again just now. So we'll just follow him, and he's leading to the lift. I'm not sure there'd be much more ahead. He's obviously he's a much more efficient glider than we are. But he is marking the lift for us. 1,800 feet, and we haven't turned.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Clear 8 for Dunstable radio, you are clear for 26.
He's just called for 26. He's Lima 8, right?
Yeah. I think what we're going to do on this flight is, as we're in 26, is we're going to keep going and gain as much height as we can, and then we'll fly across to the Ivinghoe beacon, which is down to your left.
Okay, got one.
No, it's down to your left. It's way
No, I'm
on
just
your left.
pointing out a glider to you, Lo.
Oh yeah, oh yes, he is, isn't he?
Just showing you my lookout capabilities.
But we're still going up.
Do you know, I've not experienced this before.
Sorry?
I've not experienced this
Really?
before. No.
Now the glider that you just saw low down has started to circle. Can you see him?
Yes.
Also, if you look, just see that glider down there now, look on the ground just behind it, and there's an airstrip there. Can you see it?
Yes.
That is Eton Bay airstrip. That's absolutely brilliant.
4 ups, 2,000 feet.
Shall we make use of the thermal then?
So he's going left, I'll go left. So he was thermally left, correct?
Yes. I think he's going down. I can't see him. Go on around then. He's way below us, so if we get it wrong, not a problem.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is, yes, he's turning.
Got him.
That's good. A bit steeper than this. Just keeping it there.
Going up like a rocket.
Probably long enough the radio, just be a short hold while we get the query sorted out.
Got that one over there?
Yeah. Right, when we come out of this turn, level out and fly towards that lake over there. Can you see the lake?
Yeah.
Okay, off we go. Let's fly out towards the lake. It's because we're only 200 feet below our maximum permitted height in this area.
Yeah.
We're only allowed 3,000. And we're still going up. Now we can stay up here all day, but I've obviously got a couple of other clients.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just wondering whether it's worth doing some symptoms of the storm. Yeah?
Happy to do whatever you want to do, Mr. Sampson.
And you've done some stalling before, haven't you?
That was my last flight. We did steep stalls.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So why don't we do some clearing turns just to do our yeah. So we know our heights. We know about hassle checks.
Hazel, yeah. Height,
Yeah.
airspace,
Height, yeah.
straps, security.
Our VNE's 151 in this machine. Straps fine, everything's secure, there's no loose objects.
No, I'm secure in the front.
Yeah, okay, let's point into wind. Look out and location, there's no big towns underneath us.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want you to do is just level out now, show me a mushing stall and describe what's happening to me.
So, mushing stall. We're mushing
What's
stall. Less effect on the controls.
Yeah.
No effective control.
There's lots of zone called, yeah. Try and get it to mush again. Try and get it to hold in the stall. So the elevator's fully back nearly, and the elevator's no longer working, is it?
No.
It's gone quiet.
Yeah.
We're vibrating and
And then got the buffet over
can you
there.
feel the buffeting, yeah? Okay, and now show me the correct recovery. That's right, stick forward,
Positive
gain a
55
safe flying
knots.
speed, wings level using stick of the rudder,
Yeah.
return to normal flying attitude. Let's have a steeper stall.
So,
Yeah, you don't need to make an aerobatic thing out of it, just go up and then stick right back, and recover. Good, well done. No problem at all. Okay, make a left. We'll go over to the beacon. We get there, yeah, we're 2,000 feet. We'll just see if the beacon's working and level out here. It's directly on our nose. It's just off to your left. It's in your 11 o'clock, you can see.
yeah.
Let's go up to about 60 knots to fly over there. Well done. I mean, your stalling's fine. I mean, you understand the stall. You understand the recovery from the stall, which is simply stick forward,
Yeah.
safe flying speed, level the wings, and then return to normal flying attitude. Now we're still in the 2.6 airspace here. We're just crossing back into it. And of course the symptoms of the stall are, well, there's several of them. They don't all happen in every stall, but it goes quiet.
Yeah.
You can get some buffeting. You're normally in an unusual attitude.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's always common to all stalls is that the elevator doesn't work anymore. That's almost the definition of the stall, isn't it? Your stick is normally fully back and your elevator is not working. And to recover, stick forward, regain safe speed. Try and get yourself to the front of that ridge that's on our nose. So go around slightly to the right. If all goes tits up, we know that our ridge is working.
Yes. Which means this ridge should be.
It means we can always fly straight back to the lion over there, and have confidence that we will be able to fly on that ridge there when we get there. Normally I would leave this ridge if we're at 1,000 feet or below.
But you want me to carry on going to this
We're going
ridge?
to go to that ridge and see if we get any lift off it. We may or may not. And this is the Ivinghoe beacon. It's quite good fun to fly this ridge when it works, because you're away from all the other gliders, and it's just it's an alternative. Also, if you're ever coming back on a cross country from the direction of Halton, this is one of the ridges you use to get yourself safely back home. So it's called the Ivinghoe beacon, and you can see its shape. There's a right angle bend in it, isn't there? The bend that's facing us now probably won't work at the moment. It's facing more northwesterly.
Yeah.
The other ridge that's going away from us is facing sort of southwesterly, and that can works very nicely in these sorts of wind conditions. You sometimes even get localized wave off the back of it in the winter months.
What, over the back of the ridge?
Yeah. It bounces up and then creates a lift.
So we got something down low there. I think it's.
Yeah, there's some sort of event going on, isn't there? I don't know what it is. believe it's is it a campsite?
No, okay, so we've got radio controlled aircraft on the ridge.
Have you?
Yeah,
How, is it low down?
I'll let you have a look. Yeah. Can you see?
No, I can't see it.
So
Oh, is it down this side?
on this side, yeah.
Oh
so
yeah, that's right. That's nice and low. The Model Flying Club flies there.
So are we okay to mix with them?
Yeah, we're okay. He's not coming up this side. We won't now that he's seen us. Anyway, let's see if we get some lift along here. We do a couple of beats along here, and then we'll go back to our own ridge. It's just to give you a chance to see the scenery.
Yeah.
So if you look over there to your left in your sort of 11 o'clock, there's a bit of a quarry, isn't
Yes,
there?
I've got
lake.
that. Yeah.
So the ridge, it's quite difficult to see from this height, runs along to that quarry and then stops. And you've got quite a big gap to jump across to get to the ridge on the other side of Tring.
Right.
But it can be done. Some people fall back to the ridge behind. We're actually reasonably high up, so it's not that big a deal, but we'll just see if there's any lift around here at all. There is a thermal coming our way underneath that cloud over there. And the line, you see these three lakes off to your right?
Yes.
Okay. If you line up the three of them, that's the boundary of the 26 airspace.
So anything this side of those lakes is 26?
Yeah, it's back into normal airspace, you see.
Ah, okay.
But in fact, there's a line where you cross into a 3,000 foot area there anyway.
Yeah, Dunstable radio vacated.
Okay, so let's start thinking about heading back. We've got a bit of lift. Look, that's right there. Now that may be from the ridge or it may be thermic. The wind's in the right direction for it.
Yeah. So I'll take this as long as it lasts and then
So
turn
we'll
back.
just go a little way along here and then we'll turn back and go to our own ridge. But it's just showing you, that's the town of Tring directly ahead. And slightly off to the right in the distance is a big green field.
Yes.
And that's Halton Airfield. Okay, so
Just between this lake and that lake?
yeah, that's beyond the three lakes. There's
Okay.
a big green patch.
It's RF Halton.
Yeah, that's RAF Halton.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn right round. So
I have another radio.
go back to where the model aircraft was.
Yes.
Okay, try and preserve your height here. Let's go back. We'll follow this little ridge back, and then in a moment, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to where the model aircraft is. Yeah, I can see it now.
See him?
It's well below us.
Yeah.
So we go along there, up to the point of the hill. Sometimes you get sink behind the hill, so we go up to the point of the hill where the model aircraft is, and then we're going to turn right and go
follow
down
the line.
and follow the line of the hill directly back towards our own hill with the wind right behind us, so hopefully it won't take very long. About there. Okay, make your right hand turn and just make a line straight to the line.
To the line.
And keep it at about 50 knots. We don't want to lose too much height on the way across. Sometimes you lose height on the way across, sometimes you don't. We're in sync now, aren't we? So I'll increase a bit. I'd rather be in lift than sync, but anyway. Oh, that's better. And when we get to the hill, just continue along it.
Yeah.
Someone's going into land. Right, I can't see any other gliders on the hill at the moment.
No, I can't see the one coming into land.
It's a tug.
I've got him,
It's a tug.
I've got him.
follow the contour of the hill round until we...
Charlie Alpha Dunstable Radio, take us back.
So we lost about 300 feet or
all
more
out.
coming across actually. It's quite a lot actually, which is why I say we should leave there
Yeah.
when we're around 1,000 feet or so.
Yeah.
Okay, we're perfectly right joining here at 700 or 800 feet, that's fine. Otherwise, come at much less than that gets embarrassing, you know. So that's a rule of thumb really, about 1,000 feet over there. We can do it for less. And now we're back into the lift from the hill. So that was a nice round trip, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
Up to 3,000 nearly. And now back to hill level where we started. So what I'm hoping we can do is what I did earlier with Jason, is to get back up to about 900 feet or so, and then from the
Bowl.
on the pig farm, we'll do a circuit from there. In other words,
Okay.
we'll go out and join a circuit.
Do a proper circuit.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
as near to a proper circuit as we reasonably can. I'm just going to tell them we've vacated 26. Dunstable Radio, KEJ, has vacated 26.
KUJ Dunstable Radio, copy, vacated 26.
Roger, KEJ.
Yeah, sure, I'll carry on.
Yeah, I think we may have to go to Plan B,
Which is go back to the bowl.
which is to go from the bowl and do a reciprocal base leg, you know.
Yeah, happy to do that. You want me to go ahead and do that now?
Yeah, okay.
So I'm putting 60 knots probe speed on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, can't see anyone else at all.
Just him.
Oh yeah, he's circling out there. There's no one else in the circuit.
No,
I can see.
circuit's clear.
No one else trying to land or anything.
You want to go to the right of those two gliders.
Okay.
Oh,